Now, in this part, I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself. So, to begin with, let's talk about spending time with your friends. When do you spend time with your friends?
I spend time with my friend usually on the mall and probably near my school. Yeah, so that's basically it.
Do you prefer to spend time with a large group of friends or just a few?
For my personal opinion, I choose to hang out like with smaller groups because yeah, I think it's more comfortable to me and I would feel included as well because of how small the group is like 2 to 3 friends instead of big group because sometimes whenever I spend my time with like a bigger groups when I'm not too interested with them or like we're not even that close. I usually get like I won't even feel included sometimes because of a few experiencing yeah, so basically it's because of the experience I had with a bigger group and like a small group.
Did you do different things with your friends when you were younger?
Wait, what? I I only remember a few of it, but as I grow up, it becomes more different activate. Yeah, so it becomes more different. Like when I was a child, so I used to play with like dolls or like uh, role playing some cooking as a chef or like just being a Barbie or like just all those superheroes thing with my friends when I was still a kid. But as I grow up, I know it's become like embarrassing acting like that. So yeah, I think I remember that on like ninth grade. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean fourth grade. I I play video games with my friends. So yeah, it's basically changed from like role playing to video games.
Let's move on now and talk about primary school. What was the best thing about your primary school?
I I never really had like a great day actually in my primary school. I'm sorry, but if I have to choose, I think I'm gonna pick on the sixth grade because even though I'm not really close with everyone, I'm still like a bit close with 2% and I have like a few good days of my life on that when I hang out with them. And yeah, on the sixth grade as well, I played guitar again with my favorite teacher. So yeah, one of my best time in my primary school is like hanging out with my closest friends and spend time with my favorite teacher and just like talk some things. So yeah, that is it.
Which subject did you not like at your primary school?
I think I don't. I'm actually neutral in every subject, but if I gotta choose, I'm gonna choose Indonesian language because I never really had a good score when I was on primary school on Indonesian language until now as well. Even though I got like a good grade one time, but that's in high school. While on primary school, I almost always had a bad grade on Indonesian language, and I start to hate it since then because even though I understand all of the material the teacher explained, I still had a bad grade. So yeah, that's it. That's why I don't really like Indonesian language. If I have to choose what subject I'm in, I don't like. I'm sorry.
Are you still in touch with some of your friends from primary school?
Absolutely. And two of them even become my very closest friends until now. Well, actually, I remember that on my fourth grade, she is a popular. So she is a popular student, and I used to admire her from afar, like just praying and hoping like that she became friends with me. So I'm not really close with her when I was on a primary school, but on middle school, I don't know why that I become very close with her. Oh, I remember that because we play some video games together, and because of that, I become closest with her. And the other person is not a popular student, and so yeah, basically I never really thought that I would even be very close to her because I when I was on primary school, so basically I'm sorry, I don't know, I'm sorry, but on my primary school, with the initial S, is I'm not I'm not that even close with her. Like I only talk with this person only like a few times. Even I only talks with her only if I need it when I was on primary school.
In the future, would you like to send a child of yours to the same primary school?
I think I want assign my child to my primary school because I heard from my mother that the primary school that I used to attend start like the quality start decreasing because I heard that they don't test the student that wants to get in. So if you want to get in, just get in without any test or any sort of that. So yeah, I think for uh for my child, I don't want her on or him to like have a low quality school, especially primary, where whereas they will have like 6 years to experience that. So I think it's not the best choose for primary school.
Let's move on now and talk about concentrating. When do you need to concentrate most?
I think on my study, of course, and on my test, but I think I will be more focusing on my study because my principle is I have to study very hardly. So when I'm on the test, when I have to answer it, I I don't have to think about it because of how much I remember all the materials that I study very hardly. So I just like only read it and just write it without thinking about it. So I think that is better. So that's why I choose studying to be the most focused, concentrating that I gotta do.
And what do you do to help you concentrate?
to help me concentrate. Actually, I don't really have a thing or like a method to start concentration, but if I gotta talk it out, as I I play with my phone first, so I want to cool my head down first before like concentrating and like working hard of it. So I gotta cool down my brain first, and after it cools down, so it becomes more fresh to study or like to to do my homework or like the other things. So yeah, that is it.
Do you ever find it difficult to concentrate?
Absolutely, because I'm not really a disciplined person. So why do I relate this to concentration? Because I think disciplines affects concentration as well. Because if you need to concentrate, you gotta stay focused on it. You can't be burned out from it because you gotta stay focused. You gotta stay concentrate. So yeah, and because I'm not a really disciplined person, it becomes very hard sometimes to concentrate. Especially I'm not really a person that can stand still or like sit still for like 2 hours. I always like move around sometimes a little bit. If well obviously, so yeah, I find it really hard sometimes to concentrate.
Did you find it easier or harder to concentrate when you were younger?
Yes, actually, because when I was younger, I don't really think about my future or like think about the score test I would get. Well, I still care, but not really that care to come if you gotta compare it to me now actually. But so yeah, the young me is actually very relaxed, a relaxed person. Like, she doesn't really think about it about grade that much, and the person I am now is like, I even though I'm not really a disciplined person, I still can concentrate if I want to, especially on a test. If my mind doesn't get interrupted with a few problem as well, I would get more concentration as well. I like more focus. So yeah, so the comparing is it's about basically the effects is how much the future or like my dream goal is much closer now. So yeah, that's why I want to more concentrate than before.